General Robert Erskine, who is kind of an unknown general in the Revolutionary War time period, but he was instrumental in our success here in the United States of getting independence. He was a map maker. He was very close with George Washington, and he went on many trusted errands of mapping all of New Jersey and different towns to plan their defenses and their forts.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to see if any individual in this particular area would like to come forward from the history books, who would like to tell us a little bit more about their story, about their experience here, and if Robert Erskine, General Robert Erskine, would like to come forward. This may take a minute. Getting pain in my left neck. I'm getting pain in my chest. Lots of pain in my neck. I have a gentleman with me. He's taller. He has like the little black boots. He has the white tights. He has a longer coat. It's blue. It's a longer coat, blue with cream trim with buttons. He's taller. He's a little bigger, but he's kind of like he's much taller than me. He's like up here, taller than me. He's laughing and saying that his horses that he had to ride, people would always laugh because he kind of looked a little silly on the horses because they could never really get a horse that was like big enough for him. Not that he was like a giant, but like his horses, like, because you wouldn't ride draft horses, you would ride like riding horses. And he's also saying because he had to go on long treks, he couldn't bring big, large horses on his treks with him. So he actually had to ride smaller horses. So he actually looked really kind of disproportionate, like through the woods.
And he's laughing at himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you.
Yeah, he's like, when I was out there, he's even bringing up the fact, I don't know if he had any contact with Native Americans, or if he, on his travels out there, he would come across like old spots of theirs, like old private spots of theirs. And he's saying, I didn't know how, this must be Erskine, this must be Robert, because he's saying he didn't know how to write those. He didn't know how to mark those. He didn't really know how to put those on a map, because it wasn't like a landmark. It wasn't like you'd say like, this is General X's house, or like this was the general store. So he didn't know how to put them on a map. So he didn't actually usually include them on maps when he would come across these areas in the woods that he knew were either Native American previous sites, or were clearings, or like definitely had lived in before. Because he's saying that he actually like was one of the first people to go to a lot of these the outskirts, like the untraveled travels is what he's.
It's kind of cool though to think like he left them alone too, in a sense, by not marking it. Like,
yeah, he's like, specifically, I didn't include that, and it's like, now that I'm thinking about it, because I've looked at some of his maps, I don't ever recall anything marked like that on his maps either.
No Lenape, settlement, or
Yeah.
So he kind of gave them their respect and their space.
Yeah.
It's honorable, sir.
That is very honorable. He was, I'm getting 49 when he passed. 45, 49.
You getting any feeling of what he passed from?
Lungs.
Pneumonia.
And like, I don't know
Respiratory.
why my neck is also hurting with him too. I don't know if he like fell off a horse and he like had chronic neck issues or something, but he definitely had like some pain in his body. He didn't mean to get into the position that he was in. it wasn't something he sought. It wasn't something he came for, but it just kind of like happened. He said like it just the cookies crumbled that way, and he kind of felt a little obligated, pressured to do this.
The map making and
Yeah, like being
geography.
that kind of person for Washington. It wasn't something like he.
a lot laid on the surveyor. I mean, you're handing
Yeah.
these maps over to the general of the Continental Army. A lot was on the table.
Yeah, he felt proud and he did his duty, but he did feel like there was a little bit of not coercion, but he definitely had to be like, I don't know how to phrase that. Obligated. He felt obligated to do it, but he knew it was dangerous and not.
For the cause,
Yeah,
of
he felt
independence.
really obligated, but I don't get the sense that like he went out the door super excited to do it.
Right. It wasn't his calling to do that.
Yeah.
He was ordered to do it.
Yeah,
It was his job, and he did it.
yeah.
Hi. Is General Erskine here with us? Here. Present for duty? Sir, thank you for your service and thank you for helping America become independent. We appreciate your sacrifice, and we are here just to get to know you a little bit better and to hear any tales that you would like to tell us. Can you tell us what rank you were?
Detailing downtown.
Something about detailing downtown. Detailing downtown, like map
That would be
making.
map making.
Did you work with General Washington? What did you think of him?
So he's a terrible Washington. He's kind of like he was merciless almost. Like he drove his people who were to the brink.
So do you remember when we were in John Hollow, we got the same type of feeling? So if you know any history of him, I do know history of him, and he was ordered to do this, and you don't say no to General Washington.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. Oh, we do thank you for
Yes, thank
staying
you.
in America and becoming. You're welcome. And helping us to win the war and becoming an independent nation. Can you tell us how old you were when you passed?
What did you pass of?
Are you over there touching Kim?
2.4. He felt like he was on my left side before. General Erskine, were you tall? 1.9. Were you short? You can use yes and no. Did you like riding horses?
No.
Did you have a favorite part of New Jersey when you were surveying?
That was a favorite.
What did it sound
you ever encounter Native American spots in the woods?
When you were,
Sometimes.
did you wear a green jacket? A green jacket?
Super not so much, but his wife. We never go in like, the after breakfast.
Can you tell us your name? We'll find you.
We're right now by a grave of Margaret. Do you want us to walk left or right?
I think they make people sleep in bed.
Left.
We do have the find a grave that we can verify. But again, it only has like 50.
Let me know when I get close. I'm close.
So we're following Marcy. The dowsing rods are pointing us in this direction for communication.
You want me to keep going forward? All right. You can go out for now when you want me to stop, okay? Oh, okay, this way. Is this where you want me to go? So, for those of you who know, I'm from Dutchess County, New York.
Oh.
So, Private Dutcher. Is this where you wanted me to stop? Okay, you're calling me home, right? You're part of the New York line? All right, I'm going to try to find out what town you were from. So, I'm from Beacon, New York. Do you know Beacon? You wouldn't, because at that point in time, it would have been called Fishkill Landing. Do you know Fishkill Landing? Okay, that's where I'm from, right on the Hudson River there. Were you stationed in Newburgh, possibly, with General George Washington? No, because that would be Orange County, New York. Good. Okay. So, were you ever stationed? Did you know a woman named Madame Brett? Okay. Madame Brett had a small home in Beacon that she would take the men in and help them out. Okay. Awesome. Were you ever in Beekman? Okay. Did you live in Dutchess County? Okay. Did you live in Poughkeepsie? Fishkill? Fishkill Landing? Poquag? Chelsea? Okay, my dad's from Chelsea. It's a pleasure meeting you. Is there anything that you would like to tell us?